Do you have trouble with repetitive thoughts or behavior? Filaree Flower Essence could be helpful. I'm Lily from Brown by Herbs, here with Cutie, and we just really wanted to share with you about Filaree. Filaree is a tiny flower that grows in a really wide variety of conditions. It's very adaptable. Well, that's the problem with OCD and that kind of thing, is that you're getting really fixated on little things instead of like seeing the big picture and adapting to different situations. So that's like the main way that Filaree is used is for OCD. But I used it for repetitive thinking that happened as a result of a head injury many years ago. And it is hard for me to remember the details of how that worked, but kind of interesting because the way that the OCD is written up in these flower essence descriptions and a way that a lot of people talk about it is like implying that the person is inflexible and not adaptable and too focused on little details. It makes it sound like the person is choosing to be in that way. And my experience with OCD, and which another disorder that's similar in etiology is Tourette's, which can be verbal but also behavioral. So like sudden outbursts of a behavior, sudden outbursts of a statement or word or something like that, or a sound. So those were really neurological disharmonies, let's say. And then when I use this for repetitive thoughts for my head injury, it was definitely due to a neurological issue, not something I was kind of being weak and choosing to do. So I just want to invite you to think about the way that people discuss emotional and neurological issues. It's often a continuum where there may be components that seem like very behavioral psych and components that are neurological. And whichever it is, let's just think of it as something we're working on, hopefully, and about finding the right solutions rather than kind of using tired thinking and ways of talking about these problems where it starts to sound a little bit like judgy or like the person's doing something like it's their choice to be having mental health issues. We don't want that. That's not helpful. There's this thing called the second arrow, and the first arrow is the actual problem. The second arrow is like other stuff that contributes to that problem. Like, let's say you eat too much and then you feel ashamed. Okay, well, if you do that, you have two problems because you have the eating too much problem, whatever is going on behind that, and then you also have the shame. And if you can get rid of that the shame, the second arrow, then you have like half of the problem to solve. So similarly, when we have a neurological problem or we have a mental health problem, whatever it is, let's not add any weight to that problem by like feeling bad about ourselves or societal judgments. Let's just try to like let go of those and like edit our ways of talking and relating so that we have no second arrows. It's a goal. If you want somebody to get well soon, no second arrows. No guilt or shame or that kind of motivation. Love is a great motivator and support. A little tangent there, but I think it's an important one. When I used it for repetitive thinking with my brain injury, it was consistently reliable, and I would often use it several times a day. And at that time, that was a pretty significant head injury for me back in 2014. It was very difficult for a year or so. And one of the major things that helped me was flower and gem essences. And I didn't really have the wherewithal to create like a big plan for myself, but every day I would just pick out like, 5 to 7 that seemed like they would help me that day. Maybe it was like talking about my feelings or decrease repetitive thinking, something for being sad, that kind of stuff. I don't think I could have made a full recovery without that, and I did. So yay! So yes, Filaree can be helpful for repetitive behaviors and thinking from a variety of causes. It can help release that tension that's going on, which can be related to neurology. It can be related to mental health. In Chinese medicine, we might say it's a liver issue. And regardless of what you want to call it, Filaree can help teach you how to adapt to many different situations and just like release those repetitive things that are not your friend. So I hope that if you have those troubles, first of all, you can just recognize them as something you're working on and not have any second arrows. And if you try Filaree, I would love to hear your experience. Did it help? Did it not really do anything? How did you use it? And all that good stuff. If you'd like to learn more about flower and gem essences, you can check out our blog and our product descriptions. They often have videos, and our YouTube channel, Brown Bear Herbs. If you like this video and you're on YouTube, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications. Have a great day.